Morning guys, I'm back with another what I eat in a day. So I have about 45 minutes before I have to be out the house and I have a mental week. So I'm gonna make something that I can quickly eat to grab and go. I'm gonna make these chicken sausage ciabatta rolls. So I'm basically just gonna flavor up my chicken mince like you would a sausage, but I'm keeping it a little bit leaner, a little bit lighter. Big hit of protein, which is what I always want when it comes to my breakfast. First up, I'm just gonna grate the courgette with the coarse side of the grater. And then because the courgette contains quite a lot of water, I'm just going to take some kitchen towel and I'm just going to squeeze my hands into it. And you'll see how much water you kind of absorb with that kitchen towel. Got that nice squeezed out courgette. I'm going to add my chicken mince. So I want about 250 grams of mince, and I'm going to use this to form the 4 patties. And then with that, each patty will be around 12.5 grams of protein from the chicken mince alone. To this, I'm just going to add those garlic granules, sage, a little bit of chili for spice. And then just to help this bind all together, I'm just going to add an egg, generous pinch of salt, season well, and lots of black pepper. So it's actually a misconception that dried herbs are not good for you. When you actually dry down the herbs, you still retain a lot of those really powerful aromatic oils, which are really high in antioxidants. So things like oregano, sage, rosemary, all of those herbs, even though they're dried, they still have lots of health benefits. So I've got my chicken mince, courgette, all my different spices. Again, use whatever spices that you want. Kind of incorporate this all together. Now, chicken mince is always a bit of a wetter mix. So this is what my mix is looking like now. And what I'm gonna do is actually use my air fryer to fry these. You can pan fry them, but because it's quite a wet mix, sometimes it can get a little bit messy. And I just like the ease of being able to just stick them into my air fryer. I'm just gonna take 2 liners, use a spoon to kind of scoop out roughly around a quarter of the mix and gently place that onto my air fryer tray and just roughly form a patty shape. I always try and look at the size of my bun and make sure that it's roughly that same size. A true meal prepped breakfast is one that you'd be able to eat on public transport and not offend the person sitting next to you. And if you have like a particular favorite taste of sausage, like Italian sausage, Cumberland, Lincolnshire, all those stuff, basically just use those herbs and spices to mimic the flavor. So you get all of the flavor, all of the protein in a much more nutritious, balanced breakfast. I'm gonna take this into the air fryer now. I'm probably gonna put it on about 200 for about 10 minutes, flip them halfway so they're nice and colored. If you are using the oven, 200-degree fan, flip halfway so you just color both sides, whilst you work on all the rest of the bits. So you can make these into nice little muffins. I also have those, but I love a ciabatta roll. You can use a really nice wholemeal seeded roll just to get in that extra fiber. Always try and focus on that protein and fiber approach when it comes to my breakfast. I am going to be thinking of ways that I can boost the fiber of this. That's where just adding in the right things comes into play. Normally, maybe you'd put a little bit of cream cheese in there, but I'm going to pimp up some cottage cheese, get that extra hit of protein, and I'm gonna boost the fiber content of the cottage cheese by incorporating a few different extra plants. I actually sometimes hate that limp, leafy spinach that you may get in like a takeaway sandwich, but chopping it up and incorporating it into the cottage cheese mix makes it feel a little bit like a herby cream cheese kind of vibe. You're not eating it with the spinach leaves that are like falling out your mouth, which I always feel happens when you're in like a public place or someone's looking at you. Best cottage cheese ever. So good, honestly, I can just eat a pot of it. 2 tablespoons worth of cottage cheese into this. Mix this together. And what this is also gonna do is help be the binder of the breakfast sandwich. Start my assembly line now. Just stick a nice amount onto the base of each roll. My patties are done. You can see they're nice and toasty, gorgeous, golden brown just from the air fryer. Courgette keeps them super moist. An absolute winner. If you wanted to, you can use all of the chicken mince, double up the batch. They make great little high protein snacks. Take my patty and pop that on top of the cottage cheese. Then to finish these off now, I like to add a little slice of cheese because cheese is joy. So that is my prepped breakfast for the next 4 days. I'm gonna store these in my little silicone OXO bags, of course. I think that'll fit 3 in, will it? Let's squish. Just bulked out cottage cheese mix with all of those extra plants. I've got that lovely chicken sausage patty that's only a few simple ingredients, but really, really high in protein. A great one to be able to take into work and even eat on a train. I'm gonna toast this one up now and enjoy breakfast. So when it comes to toasting these, I take half and half. So I leave the cheese kind of melt. So that is done. Breakfast is served, just stick the lid on. Oh, it's warm, perfectly crusty, toasty, the cheese is oozy. And I know the thought of getting mince out for breakfast time can maybe feel a little bit too overbearing, but I promise you that extra 20, 25 minutes to make not one, but 4 breakfasts is just gonna save you so much time later on in the week. You're gonna have something that's super handy to grab and go. Breakfast or lunch, these work really, really well for. High in protein, high in plant diversity. So essentially it's a sausage sandwich, but just and the nutritionified. If I wanted to take this into work, I would wrap this up now, pop it into a lunch container and just enjoy when I get there. I could quickly reheat it up in the microwave if I wanted it really lovely and hot. That's a winner, so good. What to have for lunch? So I just got back from my event this morning and I'm gonna throw together one of my favorite go-to speedy lunches. This is basically kind of like a coconutty Thai gyoza soup that I just chucked everything into one pan, a few different types of vegetables, and it's literally lunch in 10 minutes. The most important things when it comes to speedy meals is making sure that you actually have the ingredients you need in your fridge, freezer, store cupboards. So I stack up on tins of coconut milk. I always have like a really nice Thai paste. And then any gyoza that you fancy. Itsy ones are amazing, but I had these ones from Marks & Spencer's. These are just the prawn gyoza. So veg-wise, today I'm going to go for shiitake mushrooms, tender stem broccoli, carrots, spring onion. I'm gonna squeeze in a little bit of extra lime. Carrots are a fantastic source of beta carotene. Beta carotene is basically what makes them orange. Really important for cell turnover and rejuvenation. So the star vegetable that I actually have in my fridge today is shiitake mushrooms. And shiitake mushrooms are so incredible for our gut health because they contain really high amounts of something called beta-glucans. As a fermentable fiber, they get broken down by our gut bacteria and to make something called short-chain fatty acids, which are incredible for our gut health, particularly one called butyrate, which is really anti-inflammatory. Beta-glucans can also interact with our immune system. So if you're feeling under the weather, you've got a cold, a flu, eat your shiitake mushrooms. They also slow gastric emptying, which means they will keep you fuller for longer. I'm gonna use my julienne peeler again. I'm gonna use this on the carrot to create noodle ribbon-like strands. Got my tender stem broccoli, which I've taken the end off, just cut in half. Got my nice julienne carrot, got my diced spring onion, got my shiitake, which I've cut into rough quarters. And that is all of my prep done now. I start this off using a just classic Thai paste. This is Nonya's Secrets. I actually met Nonya at an event that I was doing once and she was so gorgeous. I brought every single flavor and they are the best. And to cook that off, I actually add a little splash of coconut milk just to start it. Just gonna add my spring onion, my shiitake, these carrot ribbons. Just go in with a tin of coconut milk. I like to fill that tin of coconut milk up again with water. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of soy sauce for saltiness. So as soon as this starts to come up to a boil, then I add my broccoli, pop a lid on. So that is now boiling. So I actually like to have around 8 gyoza as a portion for me. Add them straight to the pot. That's been blipping away for probably 5 minutes and that is my lunch. Easiest go-to lunch. If you don't have coconut milk, you can use chicken stock, you can just make it into kind of like a chickeny broth. You can use miso soup. Same premise, just whack it all into one pan. I try and use 3 different types of plants. My protein from the gyoza and the fiber obviously from all the different veg. And if I did use chicken bone broth in there, I would get that extra boost of protein too. Just quickly finish this broth off with a nice squeeze of lime for some brightness. Yum. And I just get a nice ladle full of that veg. Portion out those gyoza as well. No gyoza bowl is complete without my favorite chili oil. This one is so good. This is the Dining's crispy chili oil. Actually is 20 ingredients in there. Super quick Thai coconut gyoza bowl. 3 different types of plants in there. I've got my immune gut boosting shiitake mushrooms with all those beta glucans. I've got that tender stem broccoli for that boost of fiber, that vitamin C, and protein from the gyoza and all the healthy fats as well. Topping off with that crispy chili oil. I pretty much have a form of a Thai coconut noodle noodle soup in every single one of my cookbooks, and it's there for a reason. They are so quick to throw together, and most of the stuff I can have in my store cupboards, in my freezer. I can use whatever veg I like, so it's super versatile, perfect for that quick, speedy midweek lunch. See you guys for dinner. So I'm gonna use up the leftover chicken mince because I only used half of it this morning for my breakfast. You can buy one pack of something and utilize it through quite a few different meals. It makes it really economical. So today's dinner is a standard formula, which I do quite a lot. It's a base of yogurt. So I'm gonna make this lovely feta garlicky yogurt, fry off the mince with loads of harissa and garlic to make it all crispy and yummy, and then just serve it with a really crunchy, fresh tabbouleh-ish salad. I'm actually gonna use my mini chopper for this. And then the base of this is so simple. So I'm just gonna add about a quarter pack of feta. And then I love this 5% Greek yogurt from Yo Valley. It's so thick and creamy and gorgeous. Some garlic granules. I just find that these are a little bit less harsh than raw garlic. And then a little bit of honey for sweetness. A squeeze of lemon juice, a pinch of salt. And then I have this lovely protein-rich, creamy yogurt feta sauce, which is going to make the base of the dinner. So now that's done, I'm just gonna set that to one side in the fridge, and it will firm up slightly in the fridge too. I kind of wanna do a take on a tabbouleh-ish salad for this. So I've got my stainless steel bowl. I'm gonna do loads of fresh parsley, the biggest Romano pepper I think I've ever seen, cucumber, some nice sweet tomatoes, and then pomegranate seeds. I'm just going to chop the red pepper in half and then cut into nice little slices. As you know, in my last What I Eat in a Day video, I do eat a lot of fresh herbs. I think they are one thing that we should all be eating more of. I just have this like plethora of gorgeousness, lovely deep reds, loads of vitamin C, skin, immune supporting, all the lovely antioxidants from the parsley. I'm just going to chuck that all into my salad bowl. Just a sprinkle of those gorgeous pomegranate seeds. And then I'm gonna dress this with a little bit of pomegranate molasses, which has this lovely kind of thick, tangy, syrupy taste. It's gonna be the sweet element. A little bit of red wine vinegar and some beautiful extra virgin olive oil. Toss that through all together. I've got that acid from the red wine vinegar. That's also going to really help that digestion, that blood sugar balance, that feeling of being satisfied after my meal. I love pairing that high protein yogurt, the kind of crispy harissa, protein rich chicken with those acidic, fresh, crunchy components. It's all of the textures that are quite foodie in a sense, but they're also quite nutrition led. They're going to make a real big difference to how you feel when you're eating it, and also more importantly, after you're eating it. This is gonna leave me feeling really satisfied and really content. So again, I'm just gonna sit this to one side. I'm not gonna put this in the fridge. I don't want this to be like really cold. Vegetables taste better when they're warmer. That's my little tip for you there. So I'm just gonna pop this to one side. One thing about healthy food or nutritious food is that it should feel exciting. It should feel interesting. You should want to make this and sit down and think, oh, this is so delicious. I'm really pleased that I cooked. Because if you love the food that you eat, you're more likely to want to eat it, to continue to eat it, build a sustainable relationship with food and your cooking habits. Into my nice hot pan, I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil. Take that chicken mince and add to the pan. Start to break it up in the pan. We want as much surface area in contact with the base to help create that lovely caramelization. And once I've broken that up, I'm just going to season it. Just want to leave that now to do its thing. Once you can start to see a little bit of that color and caramelization, adding in the harissa paste. This is the rose harissa paste from Marks & Spencer's. I love this one. So I'm just going to add a little splash of water. And the water is just going to help me deglaze this and get all of that color off the bottom. So that's my chicken mince done. I'm just going to serve this with a base of that lovely yogurty, feta, creamy garlic yumminess. Add a little bit of that crispy chicken mince and then top it with that fresh tabbouleh inspired salad. This is normally when I go to edit and I realize I've had a bit of parsley in my hair the whole time. But these are my crispy chicken harissa bowls. Nice little flatbread, which is seeded for that boost of fiber. Use any mince you like. You can use beef mince, lamb mince works really well. I've done a recipe with lamb mince before and that was super, super popular. And if you don't have harissa, just use chipotle paste, use smoked paprika, whatever you fancy. It's so delicious. This basically tastes like the best kebab. You can easily prep this and enjoy it for lunch the next day. It will transport really well. Ready in under 30 minutes, genuinely. I hope you enjoyed my wine in a day. If you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a gorgeous rest of your week.